The key to confidence is very simple, and I'll explain to you how. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy ABWAY on the one. I help you in your life, or try to help you in your life, by giving you experiences in mine. And today, we're going to talk about how to gain more self-confidence. How to be more confident. Making sure that you're able to walk into a room and your presence is really felt. That's the whole idea about what we're going to talk about. But before anything else, I want to make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video so that we can go together. So, basically, when it comes to confidence, people always try to treat it like it's, a different thing every single time. Is it how many girls you pull? Is it how much you're able to do in terms of your workload? Is it how much you're able to accomplish? Is it your bag, like the amount of finances that you have? And really, one thing that people tend to forget when it comes to confidence is really being able to manipulate the subjective. The greatest lie that was ever told to humanity was that somebody could be objectively attractive, or they could objectively be like that, if you know what I mean. At least in a human sense. We live in a world where basically everybody has an opinion. As soon as there's another opinion of a certain situation, that opinion makes that subject subjective. There's no way around it. You can't really sit there and look at one thing and then be like, okay, this is how I see this thing. Because as soon as somebody else comes and says, this is how I see this thing in another way, well, then at that point, you immediately have subjectivity. Therefore, there really is no sense of objectivity or attractiveness because everybody loves different things. Everybody's attracted to different things. True confidence comes from knowing that there's always better and there's always better than you. The world is so subjective. Therefore, it's okay when somebody has a negative opinion of you because there is always going to be someone who is bound to disagree. So when you begin to really apply this mentality, you really start to understand that at the end of the day, the only real opinion that matters is you. You're the only person who knows yourself inside and out. You're the only person who really understands where you're coming from and how you live and who you are. And what happens is the confidence begins to creep up because what you start to realize is, hey, this person thinks of me one way, this person thinks of me another way, but what does it matter? Because at the end of the day, everybody's opinions makes me the subjective subject. I literally am so many different things to so many different people. But what does it matter to those people if I'm not being myself? What does it matter to myself if I'm not trying to be myself? And that's the important thing that people seem to forget when it comes to really grasping true self-confidence. When you're able to sit down and look at yourself and really understand, okay, so everybody's going to have a different thought of me. Everyone's going to have a different opinion of me. But that doesn't matter. And I know it sounds so cliche and basic, but it's really the truth. Because the moment that one person sits there and says that you're ugly and another person says that you're cute, what's the truth? And that's when you start to really hone in and zero in on the fact that my progress and me being a student of process and me working on myself every single day to fix the flaws that I see within myself, to make sure that I measure up to the standards of myself. My journey to do that is what's going to get me to have this sense of real fulfillment because I'm doing hard work that betters myself to where if some person has a negative opinion of me, it won't matter because there'll be 50, 100, 200, 1,000 people who have a positive opinion of me because they see the reflection of me trying to work on myself, or they see or they want to mirror what I'm doing. And that's something that we always tend to miss. Society has preconditioned us and made us believe that there's something as cute. The only thing that's really objective, the only things that are objective in life are things that are straight reality. You look up, the sky is blue. You can't deny that the sky is blue. That is a reality. But whether or not somebody thinks Zendaya is cute, you will go into Twitter and you will find multiple opinions. So when you start to realize that that's when you start to go, oh, this is a world of straight subjectivity. There's no real sense of objectivity, because the moment somebody thinks something differently, then it's not really much of a substantial truth now, is it? Unless it's an objective truth. So the key to your self-confidence is really understanding that it's okay when somebody doesn't like you or doesn't think you're attractive. If there are things within yourself that need working, work on them for yourself. And what will happen is the opinions that were negative are going to start to really dwindle down, and the positive opinions are really going to start to take a hike. But when you fix what's going on inside first, regardless of whether the opinions are good or bad, what tends to happen is you know that you are a tried and true warrior. You test yourself, you push yourself every single day to make sure that you have a rock solid mentality, you're spiritually sound, you're physically sound, and you are able to really grasp at your worth. And those are the things that you need to do. The only people in life who have low self-confidence are the ones who have been battered by the negative comments but haven't taken a real grip, a real hold on their future, and they haven't taken any type of real action in order to be able to develop their self-confidence. They don't educate themselves, they don't work out, they don't eat healthy, they don't tune in spiritually, and what it does is it literally affects your psyche, and you allow the subjectivity of the outside world to seep into your mind. Your mind is powerful when you put armor on it. Your body is powerful when you put armor on it. Your heart is powerful when you put armor on it. And if you're deciding not to, well, then I can't sit here and tell you that it's going to be easy for you. You can't sit there and tell me that you have no self-confidence when you're not doing the things, you're not putting on your battle armor. But yet you expect to go into the war of subjectivity without any armor. That's what people who have high self-confidence have done. People like these models who aren't suffering from mental illness, what they've done is they've gone into the war of subjectivity with their battle armor. If you're not going to go inside the war, if you're not going to enter the battlefield without your weapons, without your armor, then you're just dead meat. And a lot of people are just straight dead meat, and they wonder why they keep on coming back to the camp wounded. Make sure that you always keep your armor on, because that's the only thing that's really going to make sure, because that's how you're able to keep yourself safe from the war of subjectivity. That's going to be it for me today. As always, if you guys like the video, make sure y'all show it in the likes and comments. And I'm just here trying to bring value. And if I'm not, you could always let me know down below. Peace.